What's going on, you guys? So I don't know how much time I have, but I wanted to get some finished work. I want to get some Victoria 3 in. So as you can tell by the title of this video, Texas won the Texas Mexico War in 1836. I mean, in reality they did, but I mean, in Victoria 3 they did, which is pretty huge. And I'll tell you why, because in Victoria 1 and Victoria 2, that never, I think maybe once out of maybe, I don't know, dozens, hundreds, or thousands of games that I've played, maybe once they did that. But in this game, Texas won. I You gotta understand, Victoria 1, Victoria 2. I mean, Mexico is so big, right, and Texas is so small. It's kind of like modern day Russia going after Ukraine, and you're like, well, like the first week of the war, I was like, well, it's just probably a matter of days. And now in reality, like both in reality and in this game, Oh, that's loud. Okay, I gotta lower the volume a little bit. All right. Okay. Yeah, Texas captured Santa Ana. I love that you could just right click. Okay, cool. Oh, that's loud still. Okay. So that's fine. All right. I mean, this map is gorgeous, guys. Look at this. That's loud. Hold on. I gotta lower the volume, guys. Sorry, that is loud on my end. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna leave it right around there. But look at the quality of this. I mean, it's ridiculous how beautiful this is. And you can see the frame rate. Let's see, it's dropping just a little bit. Oh, yeah. Huh? What? Okay. All right, so let's continue the game here. So money-wise, I'm not doing well. I guess because of all the construction that's going on. Government wages, military wages. Yeah, it's government wages that's really kicking me. I'm playing the game. Alright. So I need to, I think one thing that I need to do is, stop bankrolling our neutral. How much money am I giving them? Alright. So this is where, all the stuff comes in, right? So, all the, oh, I could declare bankruptcy. Interest rates, 8%. Oh, I have credit. That's pretty cool. So I think they said it's per week, right? The construction. So the naval base, Virginia. So this is everything that we're building. Building a construction sector. All this is queued. So that's what's, I think, draining everything. In fact, I'm gonna... I mean, since I don't think I need the naval base anymore in what do you call it, in Louisiana. So I think I'm gonna just cancel that, right? I mean, I think it's already built. Whatever. I'm gonna cancel construction of the railway. I want to see if the capitalists will do it by themselves, because this is a lot of money I'm losing, you know. Wheat farms. Yeah, let's do this. Ah, I hate that you have to keep going back down. I wish it would. So that's one thing that Paradox needs to work on, is like when you hit X on this, it goes all the way to the top. It'd be cool if it just stayed. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hope that I'll subsidize. That's what I'll do. I'm not gonna build it myself. I'll subsidize the industries. Because, I mean, it's a lot of money, guys. Seriously. I mean, just building this bloody naval base. The most prominent members of New York High Side have been seen organizing luxurious parties in a new lavish urban... So, where is it? Where am I going? So I'm not being delusional here to think that I'm gonna master this game today. Because there's a lot. There's a lot here, and there's a lot that's different. That's important. Ooh, what is this? Pin to outliner. Ooh, I like that. I like that you could pin stuff. That's cool. I like that. Okay. I'm gonna pin the intro scoops. Diplomacy, budget, so taxation level. Now this is also something that's different. So in Vicky 1 and 2, you can tax the poor, middle, and rich differently. Here it looks like there's just one taxation level. I wonder if that changes. Or if you can adjust that somehow. That's interesting. It's weird that relations between the US and Texas are just neutral. I would think it'd start at, like, I don't know, plus 50 or something. Building a naval base in Norfolk. How would we not have a naval base in Norfolk? shipyards, arms industry, munitions, White House. The heck is this about? Is it from the pre-order bonus? I know I was supposed to get something bonus as a pre-order or something. So I'm kind of curious. I can subsidize the shipyards, right? Steel mills, chemical plants, glassworks, manufacturing, textiles, food industries, coal mines, plantation, blah, 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 whaling, subsidize. But I can subsidize... So, I'm curious, do I have to build the railroads myself? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because in Vicky 1, Vicky 2, you didn't have to, right? Like, the industrialists got involved and they did their own thing. And I just said, hey, you wanna build a railroad? Go ahead. You're not using my money. But, select in which state to build construction sector. Well, I definitely want to subsidize the this industry. Okay. But again, yeah, I just curious, cause like, I wonder if they changed that. It's a little concerning, cause government administration, construction costs. So if I pause that all, right? I don't know what I'm doing. It's the fun part of it, though. I don't know. I'm still looking at the bloody railroad. Like, that's important. You know, like, that's very important in well, 19th century, right? And I'm concerned. Because, like, no offense, I don't want to build a railroad. That's going to cost a lot of money, guys. Like, seriously, a lot of money. Like, in my Vicky 2 games, like, I might have helped in certain areas for the what do you call it, the railroad. So like traditionally railroad people would go this way, you know, maybe here, but if I wanted to have like troops quickly to the Canadian border, right, um, what I would do is I would, you know, develop how you call it, a railroad to these areas, and I would build it out of government funds, mainly because I'm like, this is beneficial for me just in case I go to war with England. I can quickly move troops there. So I would do it in those kind of cases. Uh, but everything else, like, I'm like, hey, you want to build a railroad in Virginia? Go ahead. I'm not spending money on it. Even though I wanted to, I just reduced the taxes on the rich, and they just went crazy and spending money. Which I don't want to get into politics or anything. Doesn't happen in reality. I wouldn't. Trust me. I I worked in the tech industry, and I've worked with high-profile clients, and rich people are some of the cheapest people I've ever. I'm sorry, but if you own multiple boats, right, and you're complaining to me about like you're complaining to me that like I have to pay retail price to get this whatever tablet or whatever. It's like I have to pay retail price to get that. I'm like, what did you want to do? And they're like, I want a discount. I'm like, for what? And they were like, just a discount. Okay. You know, yeah, people that I remember when I was I'm not gonna get into it, but anyway, enact censorship. Support is medium on this. Okay, radicalism low. Censorship on what? Right of assembly. I'm not enacting that. By 3 interest groups. It's by rural folk, the intelligentsia. That's I'm not voting for that. This is America, man. What are you, crazy? The armed forces are into it though. Yeah, I'm not doing that. You crazy? I gotta cut my beard, man. Oh, you know what? One other thing that I noticed is something that has been missing. I mean, I just realized this. Do you know? Remember, like Victoria and Hearts of Iron always has like the map on the bottom right, where it would have like you could change the different map views. That's missing. That's not here anymore. Hmm. Interesting. Six battalions in reserve. Again, the military side, I still have to kind of get used to. I could recruit a general, but I'm not. It's gonna cost more money. Um, all right, so I have the this battalion here. Can I change where they're garrisoned, at least? They're demobilized, that's why. I don't know. I really do think that the military side is like, I agree with what their overall thing is with the military in terms of like hands off, like you're the executive, like I mentioned in the previous video, um, and let the generals do their thing. I do like that you can promote generals. That's freaking amazing. I'm not that crazy about not being able to do anything with them though. Like, so for example, like Zachary Taylor's commanding the Midwest, right? I would love to click on him and then send them to like a certain like state, like Louisiana, or like base them different places, you know? Because executives do that, you know? Like, I'm assuming President Biden right now is doing, going to chiefs of staff, and saying, do me a favor, send parts of a division or whatever troops to this country to shore up our, to do whatever, right? And I'm assuming back then Jackson would have went to, all right, Winfield Scott, tensions with Mexico a little fray a little bit at the moment. I want you to move your 3,000 men to Louisiana to a certain base there, you know. So it would work in their new concept, but you can't do that. It looks like you have to mobilize the units. I don't want to mobilize because I should have a standing army, though. That's the thing. I do love this map, though. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. Wouldn't Gettysburg be like right about? No, Gettysburg would be here, right? Yeah, no, it's right on the border. Okay. It's a gorgeous map. So I'm making money now because all the construction is done, I think, right? Did I order that? Expanding arms industry in New York? I think I did. All right, let's do this. Let's build a railway in Virginia. Oh my gosh. So what are the differences in, like, you have this level of expansion? The cash reserves of the railway is greater than 50%. Market access in Virginia is greater, currently 100%. Oh, okay. So, auto expansion. All right, let's see what that does. Click to unlock. So, ooh, my GDP is $31 million. $31.9 million compared to today, which is a lot more than that. Oh, that's weird. There we go. Just want to check the chat while people, if you have questions, I'm here to answer your questions. Okay, Matthew Geen says, "How good is this game?" So, I'll be honest. Like, if you watch my first video, I had a little bit of not freak out. I was just like extremely ecstatic. Like, I mean, I've been waiting for this for how long, right? We all been waiting for this for how long? Oh, that's beautiful, man. Look at that. Look at that. That's freaking beautiful. I like that. Although I don't even think Long Island to this day is this populated. I do like. All right, I'll give you this. I do like this, right? But I do feel like it should accommodate the time. I can tell you, in 2022, I'm from Brooklyn. Industry and community doesn't go out this far. So I think they should like maybe have this graphic or this thing expand over time. You know what I'm saying? Because New York is not that big in 1836. Heck, like I said, it's not as big today. But overall, like, if I had to give you just a one sentence, it's so far. I really like the game, and I can't say anything more beyond that because I'm still trying to understand it. Um, there's a few things, like I said, I don't understand. One is in Victoria 2, we covered this just a few seconds ago. Uh, you had the ability to tax the poor, middle class, and rich separately. Not in this game. It's just one for all. I don't like that. Two, the military system, while I agree with the premise that they did, I don't like that you're completely hands off the military. Like, completely. Like, even as president, you really don't have say. I could tell the Navy to patrol. I can't tell the Army to go here or go there. Yeah, it's completely hands off, I feel. And it's a little confusing too, the military, because it's like, all right, so Zachary Taylor has 3, Winfield Scott has 3, but there are 12. So from what I'm assuming is there's 6,000 troops that are not under the command of a general. That's what I'm assuming. And then also, like, who are active duty troops and which ones are unmobilized troops, reserve. So that's 2. 3 that I'm confused at is there's no railroad in the United States. Which I think I'm trying to remember Victoria 2. You do start out with a railroad, but very small. Like, I think only in 3 places. Like, New York City area, I think Connecticut area, and by DC, I think. Here, there's nothing. Which is fine, but I don't know how the economy works in regards to in Vicky 2, I would lower taxes for the rich and then let the rich expand railroads themselves, like they would pay for it themselves. Here, I don't have that ability. Like, I have to put in railway for the what do you call it? I have to invest in the railroad. Like, I have to build that railroad industry here. And that's, I'm assuming, coming from my money, from national expenses. Ooh, you could do emergency relief. That's pretty cool. Ah, okay. Encourage. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Enlistment efforts. Okay, that's cool. Barracks. 1 out of 5. Okay. So like I said, I'm still getting the hang of it. So when I click to expand it, right? Am I spending any money? It says 150 construction. Isn't sulfur used for, I'm trying to remember what sulfur is used for. The only thing is, like, so that's going to take 300 construction, right? So that comes out of this. Right? I'm trying to remember in Victoria 2 how that worked out. I know you could build factories in Victoria 2, right? Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so that makes sense. And I know you can encourage. Yes, yeah, so there are some now owes us an obligation. Ooh, yeah. You better owe us an obligation. Peace treaty. All right, sign on September 18th. Oh, the peace treaty just happened. September 18th. I'm gonna begin improving relations. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa. Stand by. There's more things here. The Clay Proviso. Henry Clay, leader of the intelligentsia, has proposed outright prohibiting slavery in all our western territories. Some opponents demand simple moderation, but others are demanding legalization of slavery. Wasn't Henry Clay outright prohibiting slavery? Wasn't he for slavery? Hold on. Am I getting this wrong here? Hold on. Henry Clay. Could have sworn Henry Clay was pro-slavery. Yeah, because he was aside Calhoun. Uh, I don't know. All right. Well, whatever. Um, so reject the proviso. This remains a state-by-state issue. Accept the proviso and abolish slavery in the West. So, Southern planters get slavers unappeased for 2 years, -3 on interest groups. Accept the proviso and abolish slavery in the West. America is moving away from that. Chief John Ross, one of the principal Cherokee chiefs, has presented a petition to Congress asking them to void the treaty, which will compel the Cherokee. His petition has almost as many signatures as the entire Cherokee population. To relocate. Yeah, let's... Southern planters are going to get pissed off, but it's the right thing to do. Alright, our ardent abolitionist writer died in a firefight against the pro-slavery which has gathered in front of his home. The story has gone national and radicalized. I feel like the Civil War is going to come quickly. It usually does with me. Alright, I just want to cover another thing. Sounds like the anti-war freaks have taken over Paradox. This will kill their history-based games. I'd not play this if you gave me the game. So Edmund Cohen, I don't know. You know, I don't think it's about anti-war, folks. At Paradox, I do feel they are trying to focus the game on what makes Victoria shine, which is the economy, production, and I have to agree. Like, I am a big Victoria 1, Victoria 2 fan. Like, dude, I bought the game in the 90s when it released. Like, I bought it with the construction money. Like, I was like 10 or 11. I was working construction or whatever, right? Like, really hard work. Like, I spent my hard-earned money on this when I was like a kid. So I understand what you're saying. I completely agree. I'm sorry. I take that back. I don't completely agree. I do agree with Paradox on the fact that they want to put you in the role of Abraham Lincoln, of the president. And the president simply does not go out on ships and say, all right, you know, send the Constitution this way and the independence that way, we're going to... No, the president doesn't do that. He leaves it to the admirals. Same thing with the battlefield, right? Like, Abraham Lincoln told Grant, attack Lee. Lee is your... Well, I don't know if he said... go after the Confederate Army. And he did. He, won. Lincoln was not on the battlefield. I mean, there was a few times he was on the battlefield, but he didn't, like, give orders to, the 5th Corps commander or, Oliver Howard of the 11th Corps. He didn't do that. He gave orders to the commanding general of the army. So I agree with that. It's more realistic. Do I feel like there could have been a compromise where you could have had both? I'm not sure. I do feel, though, like I was talking earlier in the game, like I should have a little bit more clarity on the military in regards to, like, active duty forces, reserve forces, right? And active duty forces I can click on, right, and say, like, 12th Army, and then position them in a certain state, Like, I don't know, 12th Army, and then position them here, or Louisiana. Because, again, that will affect relations, right? Like, if I put, the whole American army on the border with Texas, obviously, me and Texas is gonna be like, dude, what are you doing? Why is there 12,000 men there? Like, are you trying something? Are you trying to be a little sneaky, a wise guy? You know, that's what's going to happen. And the president could do that, right? Now, in terms of a war, it's different. You know, like, I don't know how the war is going to play out in this because I haven't gone into war yet. Because, like, when you click Navy, you get a couple of options here, right? You get escort convoys, patrol coast raid, naval invasion. But obviously, in the Army side, there is none here. Subjugation refused. When there's an election in 62 days. Slavery debates. Indian removal. Ooh, the president, in defiance of the Supreme Court, has ordered that Cherokee should migrate to the... Oh, but I reversed that. I reversed that. That shouldn't be. Active journal entries. Politics. Institutions. Oh. I could increase the investment level here. How much is that going to cost me, though? Industrialists. Suppress or bolster them. It costs me 200 authority weekly if I bolster them. But what does bolster do? If I bolster you, are you gonna build more railroads for me? You know, there's a give and take, my friend. So there's a few things like I covered that actually already. Military recovered technology. The other thing that I wanted to cover, pro and con, is so you can only research one thing at a time. And there's a lot less stuff to research. A lot less. Ooh. Yeah, a lot less than Victoria 2. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, this is a lot less than Victoria 2. Huh. That's concerning. There's nothing I can do, right? Like, I don't have any... No, this is just information, I guess. Huh. So, pretty much all this, like, cultures is not really I can do here, right? This is just, like, information. So this is what I can really work on here. Politics. It's limited to what I can do. You know, I'm just thinking... I do like the trade, right? So like you can open up a new import route, new export route. This is weird though. And it does everything though? Like all that? Like I can't select individual provinces? So, just going over this, I do see that there is... So what I'm going to do is this, guys. I'm going to compare this to not Victoria 2 with expansions. I'm going to compare this to just a Victoria 2 vanilla. I do have to agree that there are things missing. Like less. Even in the base game of Victoria 2. Like you still get the stats. I love the stats. Went over the military, but I just feel like in terms of like, do you guys remember in Victoria 2, like you had that panel where you had like all different things that you can do? Yeah, I get this same thing. This might actually even be more. Alright, so that's fine. Hold on. I am gonna flip over and type in Victoria 2 because my memory is not as good. Why is the screenshot so bad? I remember that. Okay, budget, trade. Technology was more, that's for sure. Were you able to convert people in Victoria 2? I think you were, right? Population, trade, diplomacy. There's more diplomacy in this, that's for sure. Like bankroll is one big thing. It's easier also to see things, right? To like show production on map, so potentials on map. Hi, Alex. You want to see Daddy's new game? So this is Victoria 3. I know. Hey, the Whigs won the presidency, I think, right? Hold on. Whig Party. Who's president, Alex? Henry Clay is president. He got elected by the Southern planters and the rural folk. What do you think, Alex? You think that's a good thing? Oh, wow. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff here. Go? Okay. Alright, guys, I'm gonna save the game. So I'm not gonna probably stream anymore tonight. I'm gonna play on my own and take notes and stuff like that, and then I'm gonna publish like a first impressions tomorrow, so people can see. And then I'm gonna compare it also to shooting everywhere. I know I'm going. So I'm gonna compare it to Victoria 2. Um. All right. Catch you guys in the next one. See.